Hello, family. How's it going? 2021. First topic is going to be breaking generational curses in 2021. This is the year that will come up for everybody.
I feel like only the chosen, and you're chosen before you're even born. It's put in your path that you're strong enough to break the generational curses. You have to be strong enough for you to even go through the challenges that you have to go through.
Yes.
Because it ain't easy. I'm telling you, breaking generational curses is not easy. Looking at yourself in the ugly mirror of self and looking back at your family and your ancestors and saying, oh, well, if this would have been something we talked about, or if this was something that was told to me, and not a child needs to be in a certain place, because there are situations where we need to be talking to our children.
I should.
There are situations where we need to make sure that our children are educated.
Yes.
So let me start with the questions. I'm going to ask the questions to the king, and once he answers, I will try to give a female's perspective on it as well. I know that a lot of our viewers enjoy the male aspect as well as a female aspect, so I want to make sure that we're giving you both of us.
Okay. Yeah. Before we start this, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I don't care if you can comment saying y'all told us to do it. Please, we're trying to see something. Please just comment for us. Thank you.
Also, let us know where you're coming from, because we want to see how far our videos are actually going. We want to make sure that we're reaching our foundational Black Americans.
Facts. Y'all see the flag?
Yes, yes. If you haven't got one, we will make sure to put the link in the description so that you can go to official foundationalblackamerica.com. Also, make sure that you are maintaining your heads. Let me go on and do my little commercial for the Beauty of Kemet. Make sure the king just got his hair done, so you know he's looking fresh. Massaged his face and stuff too. I want to make sure that everybody goes to thebeautyofkemet.com. The store is up on Instagram, so you can now shop and get curbside, and or I can deliver it to you. You can pick up with some services and some things, so make sure that you check that out.
Yes, please do. Please do. So, oh yeah, while we at it, 2021. Please take care of your health. COVID is running rapid around here. Please keep yourself covered mentally, spiritually, and keep your health. That's it.
Ashe. King,
Yes, my court.
let's jump right in on this, okay? So let's talk about these fatherless homes. And why do you think that fatherless homes has something to do with breaking these generational curses?
Well, it's already documented that the government back in before the 1970s had this plan of getting the black men out of the home. With a black man in the home, that's the structure and the foundation that children, even the wife, needs. So without them there, you have a broken man that doesn't know how to be a man. A woman that thinks she knows how to do it all, and yearning for that man. Because every man is not a man. Coming from these fatherless homes because drugs, incarceration, and just a lot of people have different mindsets.
What is your definition of a mama's boy?
a man that always has to run to his mother for any and every situation. Yeah, you have parents. Yeah, it's good to speak to them, but your parents is not supposed to be in your relationship, in your life, controlling it and running it. That should never be the case. But on the flip side of that, there's a lot of women that are mama's girls and stick on to their word and mother and doing everything that their mother did and knowing that the mother that had a lot of men, her relationships wasn't the best.
I feel like that's one of the curses that a lot of us as black women have, where your mom is trying to train you to be better than she was, but she's not letting you know all the things that she did wrong, or the path that she took that made her who she is. So when we are kids, we're looking at our mom, or I'll just speak for myself. I looked at my mom and I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But I had to stay in a child's place, so nobody told me that sometimes you got bad relationships. Sometimes people will use you. Sometimes you're in a good relationship and you don't know how to be in it because you don't know how to be in your place.
Well, you never was taught.
And it's not saying a woman has a place or a woman has a role, because I am a firm believer that women should have strong rights and men should have rights too. But in a black household, if you didn't have a man and a woman in your home, it's really hard for you to decipher how to have a relationship.
Especially when the system is trying to break down every aspect of the black family. The mother is getting it, the father is getting it. Then now the children are saying it. And they're growing up imitating what they see. Especially young black boys, they're thinking that you have to yell and scream and shout just to get attention. I don't want to say I'm misogynistic by saying this, but you're a man. If you have to yell and scream, then there's something else that you need to handle your problems, because you can handle issues. And
do you think that comes with maturity, or that comes from lack of being around masculine men?
Both, but more of the lack of being around masculine men, or even knowing what the definition of a man is. So when I was growing up, boys wasn't just sitting in the living room with the women. You, with the men, or you with the other kids playing, you ain't sitting there with the women.
So what is your views on children being in the same room with the parents?
Depends on what the conversation is about. But adult matters is adult matters. Kids shouldn't be hearing. They're probably going to hear it eventually, but they shouldn't be hearing it from the parents. That scars children. I can tell you that personally.
So be it that your family was a broken home. Let's just get in there. How did it feel to you not having your father in the house?
I wish I would have had him in the house. Yeah, I was going over there every other weekend. My dad come to school and all that, but elementary, I probably would have needed him. That would have helped me with my anger and how to control it. Things I went through in my life, he already been through, so he could have taught me how to redirect that.
Do you feel like co-parenting worked in your situation?
No. The only reason why I say that because both parents were being petty, but my mother, she didn't want me going over there. Because, as she said, my father let me do everything, but my father was letting me experience stuff as a young child, young black male in America should.
And what were those experiences that you take from that?
he let me have my freedom when I hit 16. I remember he told me that you're 16 now, man. You ain't going to juvenile. You know, you better be cautious of your mistakes and your moves. That's that with me. Not to be reckless.
And I have a broken home as well. My mom did not marry, and there was not a constant man in the house. And I chose.
Talking about that though, I never even knew like my mom and dad was having other relationships with people because I was a kid. I didn't even know that. I was out of my place. Kids don't know everything. They know who their mom bringing over that night and everything.
So in that aspect, your co-parenting worked because you only saw your mom and your dad.
It's two sides of that, or you could just look at it as I was just a selfish kid and only worried about myself.
Okay. I guess I was a nosy kid because I was all up in my mama's business. Even when she told me to go to the room. And
so my dad gave me everything I wanted, so there wasn't no point.
I feel like that's a good thing. I think it's good to now know that and know what kind of parent you want to be. Because bashing our parents is not going to make our children be better. It's learning from our experiences and making a difference in our children's life. Another generational curse. Independent women. And I had to say it like that for a reason. Not because I want to bash women, because I love women. I believe that we can all grow to be better than we are now. And each and every day we should be growing.
I should.
But just like I said, each and every day we should be growing. And we should be able to not always be in competition with each other. We should be able to love on each other. Or I should be able to walk up to someone and say, "You're beautiful." And not get eye rolls or, "What? I'm not gay." Like, I just said you're beautiful.
Men too though, like we need women. You know, I don't know how everything changed from loving music to now every girl's a bitch and everything like that. I'm not gonna lie, I used to partake in that. Not anymore though. There's no point. Why would I bash queen? Any woman, unless she's not acting like one. She's not a queen.
Everyone has the ability to change.
Oh, my bad. That's what I need to say. Independent women. Why would you want to be independent when our beings are supposed to come together? A man and a woman, that's natural. That's without a man. I mean, without a woman, a man is just a half of a soul that's broken. But together,
I like that.
it's tripped up. Cosmic being. Oh, yeah. Black people, yeah, I know that's what we're told to say we are, but we come from melanite. Melanite light. Might be saying it wrong, but aka we're cosmic beings. Every time we say that, we uplift ourselves in the spiritual realm. Please start using that. And stop speaking negative thoughts as well, because you are manifesting your thoughts and your reality. So please speak as much positivity in life you can. Don't take on negative energy. It's not worth it.
Ashe. Come on, King, let it out. Let it out, King, let it out. Let the viewers see. Come on,
but
King.
Back to the independent women. Yeah, your mom might have dated by herself and all that, but you can see the struggles. Even if you're married, you might have struggles, but I bet you it's way better than being single, saying you don't need somebody when at night your heart is yearning for someone to be with, another soul, another being that's y'all are both uplifting yourselves. Because if you're not uplifting each other and y'all going years without elevating, what's the point of being together? So that's my message to everybody. Please know yourself.
And let these fathers be a part of their children's lives.
Why wouldn't you though?
It's not about the coins. I understand that it takes coins to raise children. And I'm really ready for that debate. So when you get in the comments, I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, but if you have
kids spell love Time.
Yes.
Time. You gotta spend time with them, because realistically, I even have had to say something to my own children. You don't know how to love them until they teach you how to love them.
But they're also coming from you. So there's things you have to be there to teach your child.
Or to stop.
Stop, redirect.
There you go.
Anything, but both parents should be in the life, but a mother trying to bring a father away or keep the father away is wrong. That's something, especially if it's a young male around their adolescent age, they're going to start rebelling, because if they do have a interaction with their father, it's going to come out eventually. It's not going to be a hidden secret like, oh, my dad left me, and dad's going to know I was trying to be in your life. And then once that conversation happened, she pretty much write herself off, because as to a young man, you done lied to me my whole life. I could have learned a lot from a guy, instead of putting myself through different situations.
I feel it.
But at the same time, that's when, as a man, you have to know yourself. Like, quit bullshitting around. You don't have to sugarcoat and always tell lies to get what you want. If you can't be exact or 100% truth about what you want, whatever that was, it wasn't meant to be, wasn't for you, because if it was, it would just attract to you.
So, why do you feel like men lie instead of just tell the truth on what they want?
Goes back to how you was raised. If you had some solid uncles, grandpas, cousins, shit, even women, aunts and grandmas, they're gonna make sure you ain't lying. Like, what's the point? If you can't be yourself, then you're just faking. Yeah, everybody has a character, but if you don't know when to turn it on and turn it off, and know your true self, then you will never prevail in a relationship. But both of y'all have to know each other. You have to know yourself first, and then come to a mutual understanding, and y'all both build off that. Once you know yourself, and are you trying to know yourself? Because a lot of people be saying that, but then there's no proof.
Two faces.
It takes 30 days to break a bad habit, right?
21 days.
21 days to break a bad habit. So, if a person in 3 months haven't showed you no progression or any elevation, that's your proof right there.
Gosh.
There's no gray matter when it's telling the truth. Like, you're gonna tell the truth, you're gonna lie. But if you lie, that's some kid type stuff, especially when you're grown. There's nothing to lie about. Tell what's on your mind. Worst thing a person can tell you is no.
And we need to teach our children that no is not forever.
Make your own way.
We need to make sure that we are teaching them that, because if no is so horrible to you, then you're never going to date.
No is so horrible to you, you're going to do anything for a person just to have them.
And
Not making yourself happy.
yes. You need to be happy in the relationship. You need to be happy with yourself.
Yes.
If you're not happy with yourself, if you can't just wake up in the morning and meditate to yourself, you need somebody to tell you, then that goes back to one of those generational curses that you have to let go of. Because once you learn how to love yourself, then you know how to tell your partner how to love you.
Sure.
And us as women, because of that independent woman and I could do this and I can do that, I love that I was the same way, where I went around and I was like, I can do all this extra. But when I looked at my husband and I asked him what he wanted, I didn't have to do that much work. I didn't have to work that hard. He told me exactly what he needed.
Because I'm simple. I don't. Just like it's boring.
You can make your relationship as complex as you make it. And I'm saying that to everyone, like, just because you have a fight doesn't mean that you need to break up or you need to start bad mouthing your. If you have a relationship, talk in that relationship. And if you need to talk to somebody, make sure you talk to somebody who got some knowledge on the situation. In a relationship.
Question for that. Let me statement of that. Women on that, please, if you get in a fight with your man, please do not have sex with another guy. That is, ew, that's nasty. And the only reason I'm saying that's nasty is because you're supposed to have only one man entering yourself. So you have another man because he cheated. What does that make you like? And are you valuing your vagina by doing that?
Okay, well, let's talk about men. So it's okay for men to cheat?
Well, if you have to cheat in your relationship, then you shouldn't be in a relationship.
Facts. But cheating happens. So then what do you do after that?
Okay, well, about what sex? Because women cheat emotionally, men just cheat off the physical aspect of it, and then if they don't get caught, they'll keep going. Or unless you just like the dibble and dab, once you're done, just do out of there. A lot of fellas are not like that. It's gonna stick with the same good cheating with that.
So if a woman tells you that she wants an open relationship, are you opposed to that?
Oh, me? Hell yeah. If I'm not the only man in your life, then you don't need me.
So why is it that you feel that way?
Well, I'm enough man for a woman, so if you need somebody else, then you don't need me.
But how do you get to that place? There's some men out here that have not made it to the point where their confidence.
Oh, well, around 9 to 10, I was raised to you. Stick to what you say. Do You better know what you want. You ain't no second chance, so you gotta say it. Man. They used to be so bold and reckless, man. God, need to get that guy back. But yeah, just what you holding in something for.
Speak your mind.
I mean, even with me, I don't even have to speak. Just well, I do have to speak, but not game as other dudes. I don't really like talking. I want to tell you the facts, what I want to do with you, what I see the future as. Point blank, I don't have to run game. That's not me.
I like that. I don't have to run game.
I don't have game like you with Jaron and us.
So why do you think it's so hard to date?
Because people don't really see a vision with that person. Being honest.
Okay, elaborate. What do you mean by vision?
Well, first 5 seconds to meet somebody, if you want to be with them, sleep with them, or something like that. So, if it's just going for sexual aspect, then you have no intentions of trying to build a relationship. You just want to get in the pants, and that's it. And that's how most relationships start and end, because people are too stagnant and just too comfortable. I was in that frame of mind before we met, but when you know your self value and that you deserve better, it's gonna click in your head. You're like, oh no, this ain't for me. And then you won't go back. If you go back, then that means you're doubting yourself. And if you're doubting yourself, then survival of the fittest, man. Please don't self-doubt.
I don't got nothing else to say. I am full. And I'm hoping that this reaches you in high spirits and grace. And please comment. Give us some questions.
Okay, before we leave out, please, fellas, if you ain't taking nothing today, listen to this. If you're going back to your ex, and there's no progression, you're not elevating, don't go back. There is somebody that will cherish you and know what value and what your value and your worth. If a woman don't know that, or she can't see that in you, or you don't see that in her, that's not the one. And around this time, man, you just need to chill out, find your lady. Every man, likes two vaginas, so you're gonna have to. My bad for even bringing that up. Some couples is not with that, so just please strike that out. But women, I will tell you, if you're wondering why your man is cheating them, you should think about that.
So you're saying that men don't normally cheat with a woman who is the same as the woman they have at home?
Depends on the man. If a man wants something different, if he's cheating with a woman that's similar, then that might be the replacement, to be honest. Like, not even trying to broke her or whatever. That chick might be her replacement.
So it's kind of like getting another job while you still got one?
It also depends, like...
that's horrible.
Because you might have a goal, like, okay, once me and this other chick really is established, I'm leaving her. Or in my case, like, hey, we start talking, boom, I'm done. So it all depends on the person. But women, please, if you like a man, say it. end up trying to keep secrets. Grown as hell, like, life is not promised. You never know what can happen, so try.
So basically, in 2021, y'all the baddest be, y'all independent women, but you can't go and talk to a man and say hi, or I find you attractive. Let's work on that. Let's work on that. And you don't have to do it in a flirting way, because a lot of times you might find somebody attractive that really ain't your type.
Bullshit. Don't listen to her.